Welcome to the first ever Momentum Expo here at the CIL headquarters in Berkeley, California, and welcome to a very special live episode of Power On. Welcome to a very special live edition of Power On. We are broadcasting to you live from the Ed Roberts campus here in Berkeley, California. I'm your host, Rafael Siegel. So glad you're joining us. This is totally different. Do we look different? Feels different around here. I'm very excited to be here. We're going to have a lot of guests on the show, and we're going to be giving you an idea of what this event is. This, of course, is the Momentum Expo. This is the first annual one, and I'm sure there'll be many more of these to come. Just based on the excitement here in the room, outside, and all over this campus, this is going to be a great event. Now, there's so much to do here. If you are in the Berkeley area, San Francisco area, of course you have access to BART. Why don't you hop on a BART train? It's great weather outside. You're not dealing with the elements today. This is right near the Ashby BART station. As a matter of fact, the Ashby BART station is like right below, so this could not be any more convenient. So you have no excuses. Great weather, great event, easy accessibility. So come on over to the Momentum Expo and learn about what you can do to make your life easier, or someone that you know who has a disability's life a little bit easier and more enjoyable. So we want to tell you a little bit more about what you're going to experience when you get here to this Momentum Expo. Again, we're on the Ed Roberts campus right here in the heart of Berkeley. Speaking of BART, there's actually accessibility to BART is one of the programs that you can attend here, and you can learn about accessibility. It's so important, right? Because in the Bay Area is kind of built upon public transportation. BART and Muni are at the center of that. And if you are having a hard time accessing those great resources, then they're not really going to be for you, and they need to be for you. So you can learn how to access BART a lot better and make it work for you versus you working for it. We have a special guest that's going to be coming on later, a gentleman who you may have heard of. His name is Bob Coomer, or Coomber, depending on what side of the tracks you were raised on. He's a Four-Wheelin' Bob is his nickname, and he is a true inspiration. I watched a little bit of a documentary about him, and I was ready to run up the side of a mountain, and I don't run. So that just goes to show you how motivational he is. He's kind of a hyper guy, so I'm looking forward to having him join us here a little bit later in this live broadcast from the Momentum Expo. There are workshops here. There are fun activities to do. Some of the workshops are yoga, chair yoga. How fun is that? So I actually saw them doing it a little bit earlier. Everyone's sitting in a circle. It's like a yoga circle, and they're doing stretches just from a chair. It looks so relaxing, and I'm not even a big yoga guy, but I kind of wanted to go over there and join them, but I ran out of time because I had to join you, which I'm fine with. What else? There's a chair Tai Chi. So for the people that love Tai Chi, you don't have to be standing to do it. You can sit down, and there are techniques that someone will walk you through. What else? What about, technology changes so often, and with public transportation and the way they collect fares, that technology changes quite often as well. And sometimes people who are a little bit older, who aren't very computer adept, have a hard time keeping up with the technology. Well, there's a class here to figure out how to deal with the Clipper system, of course. That's for Muni and for BART, and for, I think, AC Transit as well. And so it's a class to kind of help walk you through the steps for people who are 65 years and older, how to walk through the steps to make sure that there are no delays and that you don't get shut out of a bus trip or a train trip. So they're walking you through that, really covering a whole list of great resources for you. Let's see, there's a picture booth. Everyone's taking pictures nowadays. People take pictures of their food, their shoes. They take pictures of street signs they think are weird. Well, here, there's an actual picture booth, high quality, high res pictures that you can take to capture the memories of this day, which is going to be wonderful going forward. You can post them on social media, no doubt, but there's like a red carpet wall, with all the logos on it, so it looks really official and cool, so you can get your picture taken over here as well. What else? Wheelchair basketball. I know that when I play basketball, I usually don't do very well. I know I would do worse at wheelchair basketball, but they have that as well here at the Momentum Expo. So as you can see, I mean, it runs the gambit in terms of what you can experience here. There's something for everyone. And also a 3D map. We'll be showing you that later on. There's a 3D map that was made using a 3D printer. The 3D printers are really hot nowadays. And this map is a 3D map that people who are having trouble with their eyesight can kind of feel around. And speaking of that, I don't know how well you can see this, but this is Braille. So this is the program, Momentum Expo program here in Braille form for people that need to use Braille. So it's, you know, about 5 or 6 pages deep. So it's really, really cool. A lot of stuff going on here. And a mural, a Tell Us Your Ideas mural, which everyone nowadays wants to share how they feel, whether it be on social media or in person. And this mural is going to be a Tell Us How You Feel mural. You can kind of write down how you're feeling and what you're experiencing in your life and whatnot. But so there is a lot to see, a lot to experience here. We want to see you down here. This goes till 4 p.m. It's now like not even noon, so you have plenty of time to get down here. But what we want to do right now is we want to go a little throwback. I guess let's say it's Saturday, so it'd be, well, there's nothing for way back, but you know, throwback Thursdays, way back Wednesdays, ton of time Mondays, whatever it is. Anyway, we're going to go back to episode 1 of Power On. Wow, that was a long time ago. This is where we compared the Smart Drive MX2 to the Rio Mobility Firefly to find out which wheelchair accessory is best for you. Here it is. Check it out.